The good thing about this is that it's actually nearish to the side mission anyway. But why is there like a shot down helicopter here? That's weird. In fact, why is there more helicopters here? This is weird. Yes, we have done this mission before. I'm just going to very quickly tie a lot of this stuff in, but the reason it's good to do missions again is because I can adapt them a little bit. So I can basically come back in, I can tweak this mission some, I can build in some new elements, and that will make it, you know, interesting and new. What I'm doing right here is that when I place these units, you see, these were originally designed to stop people rolling in tanks and stuff. But you can reuse the same mission, you can just adapt it a little bit, you see. And especially it's really good to do because, you know, I can see which missions were really popular last time I did them, and then, you know, keep those and do them again. If it's a mission I design it doesn't go very well, then obviously I won't do it again. Most of these are on the flat and they're good. Good. What I'm doing here is that when you place things like H barriers back in, they tend to not stay on the level, so I have to manually not do that, otherwise I have to come back in and do all this manually, which sucks. Tinnitus, hello buddy, haven't seen you in quite a long time. Tinnitus, I hope you've been keeping up to speed with everything happening in City Skylines, dude, because I've been having to rework your agriculture section many times over. Come on. I've realized, do you know what? I'm not thinking straight because I know what causes that bug, and I'm not doing it well. What causes that bug is if you do the kind of adjust height like that, and then you leave it still in the object. So you have to basically not do that, but so what I need to do is kind of move it off enough, you see, and then it doesn't happen. Anyway, this mission went very well last time, so I'm hoping it'll go very well this time. And you see, the other thing is I have to choose missions that are appropriate with the quantity of players that are on, and you know, this mission is appropriate for the amount of players we have happening. Right, so this barricade is essentially designed to stop the guys from driving in here with crap tons of armor. And I'm just checking this out. That's good. But we'll make this one a little bit different. Oh look, there is actually, I did put a mortar position in, that's pretty good thinking from me. Could you add a large minefield they have to cross, that way they need to be more cautious? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, you're damn right actually, we could put it all the way across actually. Let's do that. They'll probably just go around it on the shore though, that's the trouble. But it would make it interesting. But yeah, let's do that. I think it's actually in, yeah, it's in here. Minefields. Anti-personnel minefield. Minefields are pretty huge though, generally. Trouble it, we can put a couple in. Ah, you damn it. So what I'm doing there is, I'm just making sure that the minefield is synced in properly. I'll add it up a bit as well. I know my marker is at the old mission, I haven't bothered to move it. Mines show up on the map, Luton. Oh, I know. I've tried many different methods to try and not make it so that they don't appear on the map, but it appears there's no way around it, which is super irritating. But what they'll appear on the map as like a generalized area, not necessarily just as like a specific mine. So what you'll have is like a red hatched area. But yeah, God knows I wish that there was some way in which I could make it so that they were not. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to do this. Just going to fill in the gaps, basically. Yeah, I wish to God that there was a way I could get around it. But there is not. Right, hopefully this won't crash up. There is a way around it looting for the mines. We'll tell you another time. Oh. Well, I wish someone had told me this a million years ago when I've asked on TeamSpeak, like every single time I've been on almost. Never mind. I've asked like admins and stuff so many times and everyone's like, no, it's just how it is. I think you remove all the signs. No, it's not that. I've tried that. Unless it is and I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure I'm not wrong. It doesn't really matter anyway, because even if they can see it, you know, they've still got to get past it, so it creates an issue for them, you see. Right, I'm going to mark this area out. So I'm going to go remove from ZEUS, 5 kilometers. Right, that'll take all that crap out of there. Yeah, see, that's what it appears like on the map for them, is like that. So you can see that the area it represents is gigantic compared to, so you see, even though we know where they are, you can see that it actually looks like a much greater area. So it's very vague, you know, it's not very specific for them. Anyway, let's, but you know, and it's hard to see, you know, like you're walking along, it's very, very difficult to see. Right, in fact, actually, I might put those back in when we get nearer the time. But let's start getting stuff down. I think I can get away with adding in some extra stuff here as well, so let me just do that, actually. Artillery emplacement, yeah, we'll have this. That minefield will put the fear of God into them. Well, I hope so, but we'll see. Yeah, you know, we'll place it all down here, I think. So I'm going to place in another unit here. When I can find my thing, here we go. Paste at new position. Not quite sure whether this is going to be the right location for it though, to be fair. I think actually here would probably be pretty good. Trouble is with the artillery stuff, they need to have enough range to fire, otherwise it doesn't really work. See, I think I could probably half this size base. I'm just going to take out like half the objects here. Yeah, that's good enough. Right, awesome. I'm just going to move this a little bit to there. Right, this will do. That's fine. This will work well. And actually what I'll do is I'll take that little bunker look and I'll put him on the front side, like that. Okay. Take that out. Why is there a little ifrit here? Strange, I don't ever remember like adding those units in. Maybe they were, I don't know. Right, we have to think of a mission though for this one. So whilst I start laying stuff down, guys, think of an overall mission for me if you want to, with why they may have to like come up here basically. So if you've got a good idea as to why we may have to attack this position, then please go for it. Right, I'm going to put down a couple of towers here just as something extra. So an overarching reason why they've got to attack this base. Attack and defend. Well, there has to be a bit of a reason why. You can't just say attack and defend. There has to be an actual reason why you're attacking and defending. That's really what I was asking. Chemical weapons testing. Yeah, I suppose that could be one. We have actually done missions like that before. Could be some explosive charges. Officer, his last known location, but might be back near the coast. Have to find chemical weapons, resupply the area. Yeah, resupply could be a good mission. Like they have to bring stuff to resupply, you know. Yeah, and then we could do like a defend. It could be something to do with these barracks. I had this as like a civilian hostage rescue last time. It might be interesting to do that, seeing as they failed the last one so fantastically well. Let's start putting it. We'll keep thinking about it whilst we're putting stuff in. So we'll start putting some squads in and stuff. Yeah, it was a bit of a clusterfuck. CSAT are trying to gain control over the seas. They built a fully fledged sea base. Yeah, that could be a good one. An oceanic attack position. Yeah, that could be a good one. I actually like this idea. We can have loads of boats and stuff then, right? So we'll actually have it so that they've got to destroy the... Yeah, this will be like a... I always call this one like an asset destruction. So we'll have this one. We'll have it like as an asset mission. So this is usually where they have to go to a base, clear it out, and destroy stuff, right? So I'm going to put in here... Oh yeah, it's single, isn't it? I'll put some vehicles in here, basically. So they're going to be like ships, speedboat HMG. So essentially what it is they're going to have to destroy this. It would be like the CSAT are preparing a naval attack. You're required to destroy all resources. We'll also set a time limit before they launch an attack, you see. Setting a time limit is a good thing to do because it means there's a bit more pressure on them. So we'll set them a time limit of like, how long do you think? How long do you think for an attack of this? Maybe 40 minutes, something like that. They're going to have to bring in enough explosives and stuff to deal with it as well. Marid. Got a load of Marids in here as well. Right, so that's the attacking force ready in the sea. So they're going to have to come and destroy all this crap. 40 minutes. 45. Most of the guys are kind of randomly around by the look of it, which is good. Let me just check off my own... why have I taken hits? I think I'm just going to move myself. Try and get me now, bitches. Right. Most of the guys in the server, in my opinion, are doing stuff way too fast and with no caution. Yeah, that's generally how these public servers go. I think I might try and do some private nights for this. I was also actually speaking to a couple of other communities recently to just see what's up with that. Because, yeah, Ahoy tend, you know, with the players, a lot of the players on here are just public. And that's great, that's awesome to do, and I like doing public stuff. But a lot of the time it can be a little anarchistic, you know, it can be a little, people just kind of kamikaze in, they're really not too concerned about dying, and they often take, you know, any risks, they really don't take much concern about whether they live or die, which is not so enjoyable. There's not much you can do about that, it's just how people play. People play just with a bit of a TDM kamikaze style, you know, must get all the kills, you know, they don't worry too much about anything else. Right, I'm just setting up some patrols here. Now these guys are going to have an interesting sort of time of it, because they're going to have to get through all of this. They're going to have to get through some armor as well. We'll put some, well, I'll put a tank section down for starters. Tank section's off and moving. We can have stuff down, we can have some more vehicles. We can have a lot more vehicles on this mission, basically. Can have more reinforcements as well, which we didn't have last time. Put a couple of Ifrits here as well, and I'll probably just set the Ifrit on a patrol route, like straight up and down these roads. I'll probably set the Ifrits on. It's best to set Ifrits, I find, on road routes, because they don't like, if you set them like in a position like that, they'll drive up and down. Ifrits don't like going off road, I found. They tend to do a lot better just driving up and down roads like this. Let's get some units in. So we get some more units in here. We get some assault squads in this base. I just need to get some units in these bases, basically. Assault squad, assault squad. This ain't going to be an easy one for them. They're going to be... everybody's going as snipers and marksmen. Going to get the shit blown out of them. We'll have some helicopter patrols going as well. Get another assault squad in here. Get some sentries at the blockades here. Need to get some statics in. We'll get some statics. Mark 50s. So that's in there. Get another one going down here. So I've just got to get these all in as quick as possible. Careful with the road mines. They're not road mines, they're all anti-personnel, and they're also nowhere near where the stuff is that I'm placing. Get this guy in here. Loot impossible sub to destroy, even for looks. No, I don't think we need that. The trouble with having these mounted guns as well, they're great, but the snipers tend to take them out very, oh dear. The snipers tend to take them out very quickly. This guy's a bit drunk. So I tend to not have the best time with mounted guns, which sucks because they tend to be pretty damn good. But hopefully there's going to be not so many opportunities for snipers on this one, actually, because of the, there's a lot of open area. There's not a great many places you can actually set up to snipe, which means it's going to be a little bit more on the ground in the mix. Let's just get some AA teams down, air defense teams down. I'm going to stick these guys generally on the top. Air defense, air defense, air defense. Right, and then we'll just set some patrols and shit going down. So we're pretty much near there. Garrison. Damn it, man, it put them all in the tower. That's okay, it's actually not too bad. There is a lot of guys in this tower though. I kind of want to drop a couple of them down a floor or so. Right. And don't forget, we can call in reinforcements all the time, so we got that going on as well. Right, we'll get some Sosha in here. Need to get another. We'll get some guard teams in and around the base here. Sentry. Sentry. So need to garrison these guys. Guard patrol. Guard patrol. But I'll set some of these guys kind of walking around and stuff as well. We need to get started because it's been a little bit of time and the guy's going to be getting a bit impatient. So come on. There we go. Mortars we can get set up once we've started. Right, I think things are going pretty well. I just need to set up some boat teams actually because we need to have that going on. The boats can actually be pretty good, but you just got to set them far enough out because the boats will actually be often not so great. So I'm just going to set them literally driving up and down like that. There he goes, bang his skill up a bit. Right, there we go. Hopefully they won't crash. They do have a habit of crashing. But we definitely will get some other assets going on here. I think one thing we're going to add in is... let me look. Kaiman. We'll put Kaiman in on this base. He's just waiting, and he'll just stand by there basically until I give him the order to move out. And we can call some other stuff in if we need to. That's strange. I either inadvertently moved my tank out, which I don't think it could have done by itself, or something else happened right there. Right, okay, those guys are in, and we're ready to go almost. Right, I'm just going to add in as well some guard squad through here. And these guys are going to move up and across the valley. So we'll just set these guys in. Like that. They're just going to move back and forth through here. And we'll have some sentries as well who move up and down. These guys in here. Okay, so that's plenty going on here. I think we've got loads of stuff happening. You should have given some of the little subs next to that boat. What the crap? Oh, minefield. Shit. I knew I knew I needed to reveal where that minefield was. I forgot about that. Okay, these guys are going to have to perhaps adjust their patrol route a little. We'll put it to there. Bad luck, sentries. They're just like, I got killed. Okay, we'll just put. They'll have a smaller patrol route, right? Where is actually the freaking? Where is it, man? There should be little signs all the way around here somewhere. Ah, here it is. Here. So it basically runs all the way across there. So I just need to keep that in mind. So where this weird splotch is, it kind of runs straight across here. Okay, cool. Right. Okay. I think the mission is set and ready to go. We can call in reinforcements as we play through, so, you know, that's basically what's going to happen. I don't think there's anything else we need to bring in. Okay, we're ready to go. I'm going to set it up, guys. Operation Reef timed 40 minutes. CSAT forces are planning a large ocean-based attack. You need to secure their main deployment facility, base, and all naval resources before they launch a counterattack. Proceed with extreme prejudice. I'll put a marker down for the guys. Clock starts. It's 23:55, so they have until 35 to complete the mission. Right, I'm just going to jump back as well. Hello. There we go. I'm just going to jump back over here and delete out these. And you can see the anarchy has begun. We are ready to go. Looks like there's a Huron and some other units already in play here. Why is there NATO teams down on the ground here? That is a bit odd. Why is there NATO teams down on the ground here? It's very strange. Oh, unless it's there's a new side mission. It must have been spawning in the side mission. That's weird. So there's a new side mission spawned right in where we are. Oh, do you know something I haven't done, guys? I haven't placed any anti-aircraft tanks down, and we need to have some anti-aircraft tanks in. So I'm going to bang in some Kamishs and stuff on this side. Really important that this is defended heavily against oceanic attack, or sorry, air attack, not oceanic. Really important that this side is defended heavily against air attack, because we don't want anybody coming in here with, you know, helicopters and shit and ruining it. So let's get some Tigris down here as well. Right, they're going to have a hard time if they come in there from sea. Right, let's check over here. This Huron coming in. Oh, he seems to be airlifting in. Oh, he's bringing in a boat. That's pretty optimistic. But good action. This guy's going to start, if he gets much closer though, he's going to start getting some air contact from those guys in the tower. He's also flying very, very close to the insurgency mission. I'm not sure whether he's checked his map, but he's definitely going to get some contact from that insurgency mission if he's not careful. He's flying right over it. Yeah, here he goes. Oh, the boat is down. He's taking a hit. That delay. Highway coming in. Whenever I hear that, I every single time think that it's in game. Yari has donated 418. Thank you very much, buddy. Welcome back, Yari. It's good to see you, buddy. Okay, here we go. Coming in down, coming in down. Whoa. That is some quite severe desync right there. Quite severe. Right, down on the ground. Okay, those guys in on the ground. Another helicopter team, 2 helicopter teams. Maybe a little bit more optimistic, maybe not so smart. These guys are going for a braver approach by the look of it, as you can see. There's another heli going wide out there. He's going to have a world of pain as he pushes forward. Hellcat's coming in there, he's doing a good job. Oh, the Hellcat's taking mounted gunfire right here. Oh, 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 oh! I think he's losing it. He's just about holding on. Holding on. Right there. The Ghost Hawk out here is being very, very optimistic. This guy is going to have a very, very lucky day if he manages to get in here. I think he's underestimated me a little bit. Who is this? Highway. Oh, it's too late. It's too late. Too late. Oh. I knew they'd try this. I knew they'd try that. See, I knew they'd try that. Also, those guys who just landed are just about to get some pain coming down here. Look at this. The boat is just coming in. Yeah, the boat is launching in on those guys. Those guys who just landed on the beach, look. The gun is coming in. Look at them, look at them. You see this guy, the minigunner on the back, look, is firing. Oh, look at this. Look at the tracer fire coming out from the land here. So launching on that beach maybe wasn't the best option for these guys. Let's get over here and see what's actually happening to the guys on the ground. Oh, they are in a world of pain. It's proper... Look, there's infantry up right in front of them here. This is beach landings. Oh, they've sunk the boat. They've finally sunk the boat by the look of it, I think. Oh god, the fire coming down on these guys here is extreme. They're taking fire from every direction here. Look at this, they've got a whole squad right in front of them. Let's see what happened to the other guys in on the ground here. Well, there's a whole other group pushing through here. There's a whole other team coming in on the side mission. There's some various other bits and pieces. Have they got any vehicles coming up here? Yeah, they have. They've got Meats here is bringing up a vehicle. But again, remember, this is only going to have limited usage because he can't go past the area. Here we are, look, he's bringing up Mora. The Mora is only going to have limited capability, and he's got 2 T-100s to contend with as well. So they're doing a good job of clearing stuff through, but as I say, he's got a couple of tanks to deal with. Down these T-100s possibly going to engage. Oh my god, Gibbon right here. Oh, they've just realised. Look, he's backing out of there like no one's business. Gibbon is like, holy shit, look, he's just in full reverse. Look, he's panicking like hell. He's like, he saw those T-100s and he was like, out of there. Yep, look, they bailed out. There they are. That Mora, though, needs to be really careful over here. Doesn't seem to be aware that the T-100s are up. We'll just stay with this for a sec. There's an enemy Ifrit right there. Why is the gunner not focusing more on the targets? Oh, hunt. The Ifrit is just targeting some infantry here by the look of it. Yep. Oh, he's targeting another hunter. There's another hunter over here just between the areas. Shooting him at. I think the Mora is firing in on him though. Look, look, look. He's gone. Freak, see you next time, man. Thanks for joining the stream. Well, the landings have been pretty rough so far. The guys have been having a brutal time of it. Looks like the guys here on this beach ridgeline are just trying to consolidate their losses because they've taken an absolute kicking. Under here is firing across. Putting the fire down. Oh, he's taking some fire back though from the... Look, see, they got no cover out here. Hello. Oh, there it is. There goes the armor. Meats was killed. So see, this is interesting. See, like, even though they're bringing armor up and stuff, they're not having such a great time of it. Now, George here is being pretty smart. Even though it looks like his hunter got absolutely peppered. Look at this thing. But he's staying at range. He's staying at range to shoot over here. Just 1 second, guys. Well, anyway, he's doing a good job there. Now, how many other people have we got in on the ground? There's a couple more coming in here. Some other bits variously around. Now, the guys who died from the helicopter crash over here, look. Bishop and Zenlas. They're still out here. Are these guys maybe scuba? Well, what about this? What about this? Who thought this was happening? But apparently so. Look at this. There is a scuba team. That's pretty nice. Didn't anticipate someone would have the foresight to actually bring a scuba team. I assume that's what they were trying to do with the helicopter. They were trying to like get dropped out here. This is a pretty nice effort from these guys. They're trying to definitely stealth in. This is really good. Luton, I don't understand how anyone is supposed to get there. Using skills. See, this is the thing. Not every mission has to be done with an assault, because this mission specified. Well, if we actually read the mission, right? The mission says timed 40 minutes. CSAT forces plan a large ocean-based attack. You need to secure their main deployment base and all naval resources before they launch a counterattack. Proceed with extreme prejudice. Now, the main operating base is this base back here, because this is where all the resources are stored. Okay. You know, they don't have to clear through all that stuff in front. They only have to clear the bit at the back. I'm just talking to the guys here as well. Thing is as well is that a lot of these guys with the main AO missions in Invade and Annex, they're used to basically a very standard format. And the standard format of INA missions is go to hilltops, kill everything, fly away. Repeat, 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 repeat. So when they have to do something else, which means thinking around the box, which doesn't mean just walking up to it and then shooting at it, that's, you know, when they have to sort of actually think outside the box a bit. Now, for example, Parabolic here, look. Parabolic also done a really good job. He's managed to get all the way around. The trouble is, when you go in as like little solo teams like this, it's very difficult to actually make any proper impact, and so it can be pretty tricky. But this is the whole point of how, you know, the base is, it's going to be heavily defended. That's the whole purpose, you know. It's supposed to be, I mean, all I put in there as well was, what the hell was that? Oh, it's mortars firing. Or maybe even the artillery tanks. I think it's artillery. See, I don't necessarily have to... Oh man, the T-100 seem to have found them. He's pissed off. Why has that T-100 not killed that hunter, by the way? Oh, it has. Because they bailed out of it. They got more than enough time, but I'm surprised there's been no more helicopter inserts up here. Let's do a little map check and see where everybody is. There is another heli coming up. I see Parabolic is going through the dangerous minefield area. Right, let's see what the divers are up to. They nearly have made it to the base. Well, they're just kind of approaching the area here. It's going to be interesting to see how they deal with this. I think the scuba divers may be the fulcrum of the mission. The main force may not get through in time if it carries on like this. Well, they're not thinking very smart, you know. They could have brought vehicles, like little, you know, they could have They could have brought into, and also the idea to bring boats was a really good idea. They could have used the Huron. The Huron, you know, they have secured the boat on this side. You know, they killed the boat. If the Huron was to bring up, like, okay, look, see what's the Huron bringing here? He's bringing a boat. Look, there we go. Look, just dropped an attack boat in on the ground. Look, and these guys are waiting to board. Look. So the Huron just airdropped this boat in, and these guys are waiting to get on it, but they're trying to actually catch up to it right now. Oh, looks like the Huron, though, is taking some hits in the meantime. Yeah, the Huron is getting some big fire coming in on it. It is flaring like a boss, but I don't think that's going to help. It's taking massive fire from the T-100s. It's taking fire from the towers. Oh, it's getting an absolute kicking. He's down. The guys died drowning in their seats. Right, where's the boat? Right, here it is. So now these guys have got their heads on straight. See, this is what they should have been doing from the start. Look, get a team, get a boat, get up there. The danger in this is, you know, if they had some sense about them, right, they could have actually said to the guys, all right, meet up on the beach. This boat could drive up there, drop them off, come back, pick up some more people, drive up, drop them off, and they could get around all of the infantry that's in the front line. They need to get moving is what they need to do. Oh, they're waiting for this guy, look, I think. This guy's coming. Let's go see what the others are doing up here up on the top end. They're being super stealthy. Oh, look, see, look, they have found the objective. And let me be fair, right? It's a pretty bloody obvious. I mean, look, you know, you can't miss it. Do you know what I mean? Why has nobody got a UAV? They got a UAV, they could have come check for this as well. Yeah, look, do you think you found it, guys? Do you think you found it? These two guys right here, as somebody said a minute ago, definitely true. These guys are man of the match. Seriously, these guys are the mission winners right here. These guys are the ones who have figured out where everything is and what needs to be going down. If it wasn't for these guys, there wouldn't even be a mission going on right now. They'd still be back in that airfield trying to blow the crap out of the front line. So these two right here, winning the mission. Look, this guy's such a pro, he doesn't even have a face mask. There's some shots coming in. Parabolic is bravely trying to solo the base. A bit optimistic, I think. Probably hasn't seen the fact that there's some towers with a crap ton of infantry right in front of him. He sees that Tigris all right, though. What's the boat doing? The trouble is, as well, is that the Tigrises and the Kamish and stuff will fire at the boat. So you need to be pretty careful there. And those mounted MGs are doing a much better job than I thought of firing in on stuff. Out, broken legs. Okay, helicopter taking good care, look, dropping a load more infantry in. Away he goes. Where is this boat? Did the boat get destroyed? I feel like the boat got destroyed, guys. Where the hell is it? Oh, is it right back here? No. What the hell happened to the boat? Did the boat get just destroyed? Seems to have just disappeared. Maybe they got wiped out. The boat was like a fantastic idea, and it seems to have been destroyed. I'm totally confused as to what happened to it. Yeah, it's nowhere to be seen, though. That was a great idea. I don't know what happened there. There is some armor coming up now, though. A little bit late. They've still got quite a bit of time. They've got 20 minutes remaining. A lot of infantry down. They just need to move up this beach. Why aren't they moving up the beach and using it as cover? Seriously. Right, these two guys are here on the island, but I mean, a bit limited. These guys, I mean, are a bit pinned down. Parabolic and this, they've done a really good job. Oh, it looks like they've been airstriking some stuff. Oh, no, it's actually not. That's one of the UAVs that's been shot down. Right, there's two. These have moved around because remember I didn't originally place these together. These guys have got AT. The boat blew up LT? Yeah, I figured. Kind of surprised. Maybe they should have just got in the move. Because they're terrified of getting shot LT. Well, I mean... Oh, Jesus. Get back. Oh! Zenlas got ruined there. That was the machine gun on the whatever it is here. I always forget the name of this. The Kamish. I actually mean to tell it to move. Go over there. Bishop last man standing, but he can't do very much from where he is. Do you know the other thing that's really annoying is you can't actually place explosives in water. But I mean, you know, all of this lot right here, these guys, what they really need to be doing is push up the beach. I'm going to actually put some markers down on the map for them. Maybe that'll help them. So I'm just going to put some arrows down for these guys, telling them to push up the beach, try and help them out a little bit. Because they seem to be being a bit slow on the uptake. Right. Man, there's some... Whoa, look at this. Got some helicopter fire support. Oh, he's being shot at from the ground. What is that over there? Tigris. Tigris. Tigris from the side mission. Oops, sorry. Amazingly managed to get out of there. Well, a lot of these guys here on the beach are actually doing a pretty good job of moving up now. But you can hear the sound there. That's some of the T-100s and the mounted machine guns are actually doing a really good job here. Interesting though, when I did this before, they actually handled it a lot better, a lot quicker. But see, this is why it's good to do missions that have been essentially, yeah, they have been done before, but you change it up a little bit, give a slightly different theme, and it's interesting to see how it plays out, how differently it plays out. The guys here pushing through. They have still they got 19 minutes left. It's quite a long time still. They've used about half their time, so they have still got time to go. To missile away. There we go, that was on this. Yeah, they've got a hit on the T-100 and it's bailed. If you get enough hits on a tank, they'll usually bail before... they'll usually bail out before the tank is actually destroyed. What the Christ is going on over here? Can you hear this? That's this Tigris. Jesus, look at him go, man. Shooting this helicopter over here. And that range, seriously. Right, there was, I thought I saw another heli with a boat coming up here somewhere. That's here. Right, the Huron just dropped that boat from an unbelievable height. Right, friendly boat is in. Right, these guys have got some way to go. Oh look, the guy just power dropped. Look, look, he just power dropped out of the Huron. That is some skills right there. He power dropped into the boat out of the Huron. Oh dear, did he survive? Yeah, he survived. Look, there he is. He's in on the boat. He's in on the boat. What the hell, man? The skills right there. Oh, that was epic. That was some serious skill. Awesome. Right, off they go. We've got to stay with these guys. Everyone's like, hell yeah. Oh my god. What's the name of that? I can't see the name because he's in the boat, you see. James Bond right here. I'll give him a little lightning bolt. Hey, give him a little lightning bolt. Right, this guy's pretty far from the island right now, so far that we can't even see. Gives you... he's pinging me back. He's pinging me back. I'm pretty sure it's them, because if I... Yeah, it's them. If I spacebar, it tells me who's pinging, so they were pinging it back. There we go, minigun starts up. Serious range, though. Very, very hard to hit stuff at this range. It's so far I can't even see because I'm pretty limited. They're going for this boat first of all. We'll get an idea of if he's on target or not. Oh, he's slowing right down. So this is the enemy boat. It doesn't seem too much attention on this right now. Let's just very quickly see where everyone else is. Well, Bishop is still down here. Oh, Bishop has actually made the smart... Okay, look, it says medicked up his friend. These guys have actually made the smart move of trying to utilise some of the... I never said they couldn't do this. Utilising some of the vehicles here in the base to actually attack the AI. So it's actually pretty... Look, they're using the vehicles to attack and destroy. Actually pretty smart. Oh, the main force has broken through. They've broken through. They've got through the minefield. Look, they're coming up the beach. Running in here. Trouble is, these guys in the 50 cals and stuff, they're still not messing around. What the hell is that, man? Jesus. Let's check out this. Okay, more fire coming in here. The heli's getting a pretty rough ride. Yes, Yaris. Thank you very much for a great mission. Thank you, Yaris. Really appreciated. Warlord Yaris right now. Streamstar Yaris right now. Yeah, guys, give Yaris some LT hype or 11 out of 10. The boat is doing a good job of staying alive right now. Look at that smoke pillar right there. That's pretty epic. Get a little shot of the boat right here. Look at this. Look at this. It's very, very difficult to stay kind of panning across like I am right now with the camera, because when you're panning across with the camera, I have to kind of judge. Look at the. Oh, look at this. Look, look, look. Look at this. Beautiful. Some fire from that 50 cal coming in on the ground. Look, see that? See that from that 50 cal? Jesus, look at the spray. Look at this, he's taking hits. Oh my god, he's gonna go for sure. He's gonna go for sure. He's taking the big hits, big hits. Ah, more. How much punishment can he take? Come on. Come on, Sozio! He's still in it, he's still alive! Come on, stay alive! How much more can he take? Oh, he's down! Oh, what a valiant effort right there. Wedge, thanks so much, Wedge. Wedge keeping it back on top. Wedge giving that airstrike support, thanks, man. Oh no! Ferros team are down. Oh, but some of them are still alive. No, they're not. Ugh. Pharos team are down, but they did an amazing insert. Bishop and Zenulus doing it. Look, the attack boat here has crashed. The guys have just got to get in here. They have 10 minutes on the clock. 10 minutes to destroy the stuff in the north side. Ten minutes on the clock. Hello everyone, if you're just joining the stream, hello Hardcase, hello everyone. 10 minutes on the clock, they're pushing forward. The heli seems to be trying to use this to push through the line. He needs to keep this thing on the ground a little bit more, I think. Not sure what the idea is with the heli. Maybe he's just bringing him up the beach here. It's a bit dangerous to be helicoptering in. This guy's getting shot at from over here. He doesn't seem to be too concerned about it. They're trying to push through here. There's a whole group pushing down the beach here. This is good to see. These are the guys that need to get in the mix. I hope these guys have got some explosives or AT with them, that's for sure. Don't see anyone who looks like they've got AT. They're going to need AT. Oh, Jesus Christ. Did you see that guy? Mother of God. He just AT'd that at near point blank range. Good effort, good effort. And look, another brr. These guys were smart, like they brought a hunter up here. That Bert. They're rushing to destroy the resources. Yari's back, 1020, hello Wedge. Thank you, Yaris. Oh, these guys have got some AT, look, they're bringing it up here. Look, now they see what they've got to contend with. Now, if they were smart, they would get in here, into one of those tanks, blow the crap out of the rest, and then destroy it. Might get a bit of a chain reaction, though. Thank you, Wedge. Right, well, those guys are coming in here doing the job. They're on the clock. They've still got time. Man, the team have taken a brutal kicking here. Look at this. There is some really extreme firefights going on here. The guys, this is a bloodbath. There's a lot of fire coming in here. Oh, these sentries over here have been doing quite an epic job. Look, there's a few AI infantry running around here. Not a lot. There's a few guys running around here. Look at this guy, look. There's only a few guys around. And not tons and tons of infantry. They need to really move down here a little quicker if they can. I'm just having a little look around to see what else is going on. Looks like Messi has brought up... Okay, Messi is putting down some heavy fire here. Oh! That was look, there's an AI here with an RPG. Look! Jesus. Look at this. This is one of the AI with AT right here. Looting Command tells me reinforcements going to bring up help. Seems they're going to take another 20 minutes to get there. Hint, hint, wink, wink. They're doing a really good job. Holy shit. Oh, it's all go. They've got the plan. They've got the plan. They have commandeered some of the tanks. They've thought like what I was saying about. They're using the tanks to blow the shit out of everything. And these boats take quite a kicking. Another one down. There's some more tanks they can commandeer. I hear a helicopter coming in. Ian. He's flying away. What's he doing? No, I did say Yaris as well, Wedge. I know, you have to really work out that math, Yaris. Right, there's a couple of guys. I think they've burned all the ammo in the tanks. No! Come on, put the fire down, put the fire down. Ah ha ha. Oh, they got 6 minutes remaining. 6 minutes on the clock. Oh, hello. I meant to actually type out right there. Jesus, where are we? We're in the middle of nowhere. We're nowhere. We need to be up here. They're doing a pretty good job of resource. In global right here, I want to be in side. Five minutes on the clock. Sorry, I missed that last one. These guys here are doing a pretty damn good job of wiping stuff out. It's just a matter of how quick. If there was a few more infantry up here, they could... Oh my god, and finally comes the Marshal. They got the Marshal in. He needs to move down here very quick. This is on a knife edge, whether he can do this in time. This is really, really on a knife edge. Wedge, thank you for that fire support incoming, buddy. Thank you very much. Oh, look at this. It is an ongoing bloodbath. They're really firing these AT missiles. The Marshal needs to get in here, but there is AI around here. They might react and try and destroy him. He really needs to get in here. There's still quite a few to destroy. He's got the time. He just drove over a rock. He really needs to get rid of some of these boats around the corner here. Oh, he just team killed, which was not a great start. Okay, Sozio's coming in, the helicopter team. Still 5 minutes on the clock. They've got to get all the boats and the... There we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, they're so close to it now, so close to it now. It's a race against time here. Race against time. Yeah, ARES, thank you for artillery support, buddy. Thank you very much. So close. They need to get these boats around the corner here. 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 minutes, 8 resources remain. Holy Christ! Just like, I was like, where is that explosion? What happened? And then it just comes crashing down past the screen. Race against time here. They've got to destroy these. They've got to destroy these tanks. Is what they've got to destroy. I'm not sure they can do this now. They are really tight on time. They need some AT. 3 minutes. Still AI around here, like on a clear base. Oh, they found the boats. A couple more remaining. We gotta destroy these. Three on the clock. There's enough people here to do it. Very little time, 2 minutes. Oh my god, jet fly past as well. Wedge 1111. So near to it. You need to get these Marids down. There you go, that's what you want to see. I would like to say I think they've got full control here. They've taken out a massive amount. They've just got to secure these marids. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Not sure what they're firing out of here. They should be using the GMGs, not the HMGs. They're really tight on time here. I'm not sure they're going to do it. And these guys here have had some real harsh brutality coming in on this base right here. Look at the amount of people dead. I think rather than fail the mission, what I will do is I'll crew the vehicles now, because their time is up. And instead of failing the mission, what I'm going to do is crew the tanks. And then if they can still... I don't know whether they're going to... See, some of them might be so damaged they can't actually drive them and stuff. See, some of them are potentially so damaged they can't be used. Oops, shit. Yeah, see, it's interesting for me because these guys basically have... they've been damaged a bit. The guys won't get in them. But these have begun. Right, reinforcements. Right, what I'm going to do, whilst they're finishing this up, we're going to start basically the oceanic attack. And we need to find a town which is kind of near to the coast. Also near enough that it gives them time to prepare. There's actually not many coastal towns on this side. There is the hotel over here. There's not many like coastal sort of settlements around here. There is obviously Molos. So what I'm going to do is in Molos, we'll go to Molos and we'll put some civilians down. It's feeling a little bit laggy actually right now, so I might just... there is a lot of shit going down here. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to put some civilians in here real quick. I'm not going to say their mission is a failure right now. Oh, I did not mean to take control of this guy. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up some civilians in this city right here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to have that the CSAT are planning to attack it, basically to secure it. So what we're going to do is the other mission will still be ongoing, but sort of in situ. What's our other mission even called? I've forgotten already. Probably should have just pressed J right there. Yeah, I should have just done that. Reef, that's right. Okay, defend the town and protect civilians on the CSAT. It's not SCAT, CSAT. CSAT naval attack. Ocean to land attack. Right, we'll just put this down right here. Just going to edit this slightly. We'll say no more than 25%. Shush your mouth, hard case. Shush. Okay, mission updates, guys. Let anybody need your help with the heli back at base. It's stuck in the ground. Okay, let's take a quick look at that. Is he talking about this one right here? He's talking about that one right there. Right, the guys need to get their ass to Molos now. I'm going to, just for the ease of things, I will remove some of these units. They're not going to be strictly necessary anymore. And try and consolidate the teams. I don't really need to actually add in anything else, which is good now. But these groups are going to start basically moving down the beach lines. So I'm telling them to get on the move. Still though, they have done a pretty good job of securing the artillery. Oh shoot. It looks like they've actually secured some artillery, which is not good, but could actually be interesting to see what they do with that. Anyway, so they sort of failed basically to secure that. If they can defend the town, then we're quids in. But whilst I'm going to give them a little bit of time to set up. Well, because there's enough civilians dead that the mission is already failed. Now, yeah, you guys couldn't see, right, because it was sort of on pause. Okay, I'm going to chalk this one up to not being a thing. I'm going to lay down some more civilians, because if some idiot was going around town killing them, but if any more die, they'll fail. Right, I've placed more down. So I'll tell you my good idea whilst reinforcements are coming in, alright? So new LZ, new RP. Reinforcements, spawn units, not going to be too far out. So we're going to have unarmoured boats, random, we'll just have nearest. We'll have cautious. Okay, here we go, and then we can basically do this again. I'm just keeping my eyes on these guys. I'm trying to see who's shooting stuff. Anyway, so my good idea was that we can do these missions which are like timed. So the previous one we did, where they had to attack the base, and then what we would do is, depending on how successfully they completed that mission, it would have an impact on the mission I do next. So say they have to clear a base in a certain amount of time, right? If they only deplete the force there by a certain amount, the next mission which comes up may run for a longer period of time. These boats are doing a bad job of coming in to land. But they are coming in nonetheless. Let's throw some marids in here. Keep my eyes on these guys. So basically, because they did a pretty good job already of destroying the base, then we would only have a certain amount of time to defend for. So say they had not really managed to destroy any of the previous units, it might have been another half an hour. No, the boats can drive, but they just tend to not be very quick about it. There is one that looks, there's one boat has nearly made it. The key as well, I think, sometimes with amphibious attacks is to actually put them kind of in different locations at once. Also, I didn't mark where they were coming in on. The guys here have just scouted this and spotted it themselves. Yeah, they're ready for it. Yeah, the guys are deploying. These boats take like a million years to get in. They really do. They're so unbearably slow. But they do cut a very low profile in the water, which makes it quite good for them attacking. See you later, guys, if you're stepping out of the stream. Thanks for joining. This guy's having a pretty rough time getting up to the beach. I swear these boat drivers... I'm just going to take control of this myself. We can totally make it. Oh shit, no. I just got wasted. Although we'll be alright. Oh no, we won't. But there's a lot more boats coming in here. There's a lot more. And they can't stop us all. Look at this lot coming in here. And there's more over here. Plus we've got the marids coming in. And why have you not moved? Just going to cheat a little bit. This guy should have already been in, moving in. Come on, go. Right, more boats coming in, guys. More boats coming in. Slowly but surely they're making their way. The trouble for me as well though with AI is that they struggle to move in. And there's some heavy These guys are doing a good job of protecting the town, though. Oh, come on, you idiots. What on earth are you playing at? See, this is why when people tell me to do defend attack missions and I say it's super difficult, this is why. You know, it's hard because the AI don't... Holy Christ, did you just see that? What happened there? Oh, we're nearly making it, guys. We're nearly making it. There we go. Oh, I was meant to go in the other boat, but I don't think he made it. Well, I'm not going to bring anything else in at this point. We're just going to have, because I said I don't want it to be too... What is this guy doing? Right, let's just get in here with this. Where's this guy playing at? Right, let's get down on it. But see, this is why when people say to me like, oh, why don't you do more defense missions and stuff? It's super difficult. It's really hard to do defense missions because the AI don't listen. They'll sort of run up to somewhere and then they just stop and they won't keep moving, you see. It's really difficult. This is why doing ZEUS missions with defense stuff is pretty stressful. AI can defend relatively well because they stay in one place and they shoot at stuff that they see. But when you have to get them, and they patrol well, they'll patrol well. But if you tell them go to here, go to this point, it's super tricky. I don't know about Spec Ops. Well, I specified that this would be an oceanic assault. That's the whole purpose of the last mission to this mission. That was the difference, right? So I have to kind of keep it in this style because that was the whole point. So we'll just stay in with this now. But also I like the fact of not having a very, very heavy attack here, because remember, the last base, they actually did pretty good. They wiped out a lot of the boats and stuff on the last mission. You know, had they not wiped out all those boats on this mission, we would have had loads of boats as well. Well, they're firing at my tank right here, but they're not bringing a lot of firepower to it. Oh, here we go. They're bringing some AT stuff in on me. Not sure where that's coming from. Oh, we've got to get up on the land here if we can. They're shooting at my... There's some friendly infantry in the water there. That guy's barely able to swim and they're shooting at him. So the guys have done like a really good job. They've repelled the assault pretty epically. But there's still the boats coming in here. I'm just checking the time as well. I think we've got about 5 minutes left. I said that they would basically only have a certain amount of time to attack on as well. Right, we're up on the land now. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to stay in this thing. There's a Marine in the water. Got hit by it once. Let me just check, see where the other Marine is. Whether it's up on the land. Oh, I think it destroyed. The other Marine must have got destroyed, guys, because I'm the only Marine left. Right, let's see whether we get wiped out straight away. They're probably going to have quite a lot of AT, but you know, the enemy. You know, you got to remember as well. the friendly forces here, they reacted really well. They went straight to the town when I set the mission. They set up a good, you know, defense. As soon as they saw stuff coming in from the sea, you know, they immediately got in on that. Let's try and sneak through here. We'll see if we can stealth into the base here. Well, they haven't shot at us yet, so we're doing a pretty good job of getting nearer here. I see a guy on that hilltop, look. There's some targets out in the open. Come on, gunner. What are you playing at? Shoot, there's a Mora right there. Oh, he saw it. Oh, he sees that guy. Yeah, he just wiped him out. Surprised they haven't communicated this one. Oh, there's a heli as well. My gunner must be asleep. Oh, there he goes. It's only a matter of time before they realise where we are. Right, let's try and get in town. Corey says I'd recommend moving. You're sitting duck in the field. Well, I'm not really trying to... Oh, there we go. I think that was the jet coming in there. I wasn't really trying to, you know, complete the mission as such. I was trying to just give them a little bit of an opposing target. Right, they have done a good job. They secured this. They secured the other mission pretty well. So I'm going to give them an okay on that. And we'll give them an okay on this one as well, because they did a really good effort on this. So I like doing these kind of double missions where the first one is reliant on the second. So if they fail the second mission, they fail the first as well. So that actually worked really good. Excellent. Really good. Great.